Hey you. Did you know that you can have life and have it abundantly? Did you know you have the power to say no to anything that is holding you back? And yes, to living in abundance? John 10:10, the thief comes only to steal, to kill, and to destroy. But I came so that way they may have life and have it abundantly. When we are living in an addiction, it's like we're living with chains on us. Chains that have already actually been broken off. When Christ died on the cross for us, all those chains were broken. That was so we can live freely, you and me. For so long, I kept putting those chains back on. I lived in addiction for 15 plus years. I don't even know how long, for a really long time. And finally, I surrendered. I let Christ do the work. Christ break it off. Christ has already came. He already did that work for us. He freed me. The only person that can ever get rid of my addiction, just break it off. Just like that, Christ did it. When you surrender to Him, you can live in so much abundance. Like He died so we can have life and life to the fullest. And I didn't really understand that for a long time, and maybe you haven't understood that either. But He didn't intend for us to be addicted to anything. And I'm not just talking about addicted to drugs or alcohol. You can be addicted to anything. Anything that actually has the power to hold you back. The power from keeping you thriving. And the life that Christ has already set apart for you to live. I don't know about you, but I want to live in my abundance life. Like, I want to have life, have it abundantly, and have a life that I love to live. A life that points to Christ. And for so many years, I did not. And I'm just so thankful and grateful that I finally recognized John 10:10. I was being stolen from. He came, He killed, He destroyed. But I had that power. I let Him. I allowed it. I kept staying in bondage. Finally, one day, I said, that's enough. That's my life that you're stealing from me. That Christ died for me to have that life, to live in abundance. And I surrendered it all to Him, and He has made it so good. I want to challenge you right now, and I want to ask you a question. Are you living the life that Christ died for you to live? Are you living in abundantly? Are you still living in chains? You can break those chains right now. You are not an addict. I was never an addict. Did I struggle with an addiction? Yes, but I was never an addict. God never created me to be an addict. That is not who I am. That was not my identity. It never is, and it never will be, and it's not yours either. If you struggle in addiction, you are not an addict. You are a child of God. He did not create you to live in that addiction, and He has more for you. He has an abundant life for you. Don't you want to live it? Don't you want to see it? It's so beautiful. My question I want to leave you is, are you living that life that Christ died so you can live? Are you living your best life? Are you living abundantly? Are you living a life that points to Christ? If not, you can stop right now. Recenter, humble yourself, come to His knees, and He will lift you up. And you can, and you will live a life of an abundance. Say it with me. I can and I will live in abundance. All right. Well, go out there and get your abundant life. It's so worth living.